be looking at the random functions. Random functions are very much important while creating a kind of algorithms or for doing the data analysis, where we are not knowing about a given data, we are not having a data there, and we want to create that data, but we know that these numbers will be following in this part, this number will be followed in this part. Means for example, the number will be between 0 to 1. So 0 to 1, how we can do that? That we can do using the simple rand function. So how to use that rand function? Just equal to rand, then open bracket and then close bracket. It will give the value which is less than 1, and it will be changing every time when you do the enter. So 0.98 and all, if you see, all these values are less than 1. So this kind of a rand function can be used to create that kind of a random numbers which is less than 0, less than 1 and greater than 0. And then how to use rand between? Rand between is creating an integer. Whatever the values you give, for example rand between, and now I want to create a bottom. What will be the bottom? For example, I want that the numbers should be between 10 to 20, so or 10 to 30. So I will just give the bottom value as 10 and the top value as 30. So it will provide me the data, me the numbers which are between 10 to 30 only. These are all the integer. Remember the difference between rand and rand between. In the rand, it will be always the numbers which will be generated will be between 0 to 1. It will not be integers, it will be always in the decimal points. But in the rand between, it will always give the integer as an output. So it's always important to remember the difference between rand and rand between. Rand between to create integers only, and rand for creating 0 to 1, the variable between 0 to 1, variable values in between 0 to 1. And how about the rand array? Rand array is again a very different and very useful function while creating for the image processing data, and for the data visualize and data analysis, at the same time creating the different kind of arrays, different kind of matrices, which is very important in our data analysis. So how to use that? Equal to array and rand between, between. Now it will give you top, sorry, it's a rand array, rand a double array by array. Then it will ask you rows, how many rows are required into it. So for example, I say 10 rows. Then it will ask how many columns. I will say I want 3 columns of my matrix. Then it will ask me what is the minimum value you want. You want 10 as a minimum value or 5 as a minimum value, and what is the maximum value you want. I want, for example, 25. Then it will ask whether it should be in the decimal form or into the integer form. For example, for the time being, I will take into the integer form, so I will just type true and then close. So you can see all this 10, it has filled the 10 rows and 3 columns, and all the values are between 5 to 25. There is no difference into the means all the values from 5 to 25, including 5 and 25, is taken into the rand array. You can actually change here again, and you can make it 30, and you can just do it 2 columns. Then you will see the value is between 5 to 30, and that it has converted into a 2 columns. If we change it to, for example, if we change it to 5 rows, so it will taking 5 row, 5 to 30 values it will be generating. Now what about the decimals? We can actually also get the decimals also. In this, just in the formula, just here, instead of true, we can actually take a false. Then it will create the decimal values random array, which is again very much required, very much useful while doing data analysis, image processing, signal processing, this kind of data, random arrays, or to create any good algorithms, like random forest and lot of algorithms can be made using this random forest. I don't think so it will be useful in that, but they are like traveling salesman problem, there are optimization problems, there are ant colony problems where a random function is very much required. This from my experience in the algorithm development, I have seen this kind of functions are very much useful while creating strategies also, of business strategies also. These functions can be useful. Now one I think one more part which we can actually use rand to create is like, if I want that it should be the multiple of tens, it should be always one value, means this whatever the value they are generating, we can actually use the rand between also. But if we want that it should be on the integer side of we get an integer side also, then how we can do, just rand function into 10. So you will see the random function is generating only 0.33 and all value, but it is now into 10 3.37. Now if we want to have a round off, means this should be on the integer side. So what we can do, we can use the round function, which I already shown in my last video how to use the round function. Again you can check my last video also on the round function. In this round, what you have to do, just write round, then write array and rand, and then just do this, then multiply it by 10. Okay, now if you see, I have just generated a and you have to add the significance. The number of digits would be 0 after decimal. So see, now it is generating a number which is having which is between 0 to 10, and it is an integer value using a round function. You can actually refresh this data again and again by just pressing function F9. F9 function can actually use for refreshing this data. So see, I can change my data, my random functions are again and again changing on this slide. So I hope you understand the total functionality of the rand function, how to use the rand function, how rand between can be used, how rand arrays can be used, at the same time how to create a multiplication of how to multiply with different values. Right now I multiplied with 10, you can actually multiply with 100, 200, 300, whatever the numbers you want, and you can create a numbers which is really required in your analysis, in your data presentations and everything. So I hope you understand this. See you in the next video. Thank you.